Hello, I'm Corrine. Welcome to my channel. I am doing a personal reading right now for a Scorpio woman who is married to a Capricorn man, and she doesn't know if she has no reason to worry really, but she just thought, let's do a reading and see what's going on. She's having some concerns but doesn't really know why, and so I thought, let's do a reading and see what we can figure out. So I've already dealt the cards, shuffled them, got clarifiers. When it's a big reading like this, I can't. I can, but I didn't want to make you guys sit there and wait for me to look at the cards and pull clarifiers and do all that. So I decided not to. All right, so I'll be talking to her from this point forward. But if you felt led to look at this and it feels interesting to you, maybe it applies to your situation a bit. Check it out and see. You never know. The universe is funny that way. Okay, so um, right now what I'm doing is I decided to look at everything from his perspective so you can get a feeling of what he's thinking and what he's feeling and what he's thinking about you and your situation and your marriage and just everything. And so at the very center of what he's really focused on is the Eight of Pentacles. That's all about just putting in really hard work and just spending lots of time working. So right now he feels like he's working really hard. And in the recent past, same theme, Ten of Wands. This is feeling like you're taking on all the burden yourself. The work is very hard. Nobody's helping you. Look, there's no one helping him. He's got 10 wands. He's doing it. He's not going to stop. He's not putting them down until he reaches his destination and finishes the job. But he's exhausted. And nobody's helping. And that's what he feels. I'm all alone doing this. There's like, if you look, there's deer and wildlife. He feels like he's just completely alone, like none of the world is supporting him. Okay, and then in the recent past, sooner, just recently, you have the Knight of Pentacles, or he has the Knight of Pentacles. That's more about slow movement. Pentacles, he is an earth sign, Capricorn. It's represented by Pentacles, so he's showing up very strongly in his reading. But to him, it's going slowly towards his goal of working hard and having a good family life, but slow and steady, continuing with the work, just carrying on, slow and steady, it never ends. But he's not stopping. He'll reach his destination. He always does. It just takes a while. Okay, and then in his thoughts, what he's thinking about is Two of Swords. Now this is about not wanting to take the blindfold off because you know you need to make a choice and maybe make a change. And he just wants things to be different, but he knows in order for them to be different, he has to make a choice that maybe he doesn't want to make. And so he would rather keep the blindfold on right now and just carry the burden and the thoughts and everything to himself. Okay, so in the immediate future, he has the Magician and the Six of Wands. Now the Magician is about creating your own destiny and creating your own path and using all your elements that you have ability to use. The Magician has access to all the elements and he uses all of them and he stirs up the pot and makes magic happen, and this is what he's trying to do. He's trying really hard to just make it happen and be a creator of his destiny the way he wants it, and he's trying. And he has the Six of Wands, which also could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that he could be going towards, but I think here it's just the Six of Wands is victory, and he's feeling like he's doing it. Like this is coming up in the future, so this isn't right now where he's at in his thoughts, but this is coming up soon. He's going to feel, something's going to make him feel victorious. Whatever it is that happens, he's going to create something different out of the situation, and it's going to make him feel good. Doesn't mean the situation is completely going to be a different situation. It just means he's creating. Okay, so now these are his fears and his hopes. And I got clarifier. I pulled first off the Three of Swords. And so that is about heartbreak. And so these are his fears. This could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Mostly it's just about maybe a third party, or I don't think he thinks you're cheating on him. I'm pretty sure he might think other people are involved too much or something, but I think honestly he's fearing a broken heart. So I want to know why. Why is he fearing a broken heart? What makes him think there's going to be heartbreak coming up in the future for someone that he, either him or you or what, someone he cares about? What is his fear about it? And got the Ace of Wands. And Ace of Wands is about new starts, new fiery, hot, passionate. This is Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. But mostly it's just about a hot, passionate new beginning. And Wands are fiery, passionate energy. And he's fearing that because he doesn't want a broken heart. He doesn't want a new start, a new passionate, he doesn't want to have to go on and find new passion. Okay, so how he sees you. Once again, I pulled a card and then I pulled a clarifier. Well, actually, that's not true. These ones, just 2 cards came out automatically together. So what we got here is the 2 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So the 2 of Pentacles is about trying to just balance everything. So he's seeing you as someone that he has to pretty much take on the balance of everything for you. Like, he's balancing mostly everything. He sees you as someone that makes, I don't know how to say it, like, he feels like he balances the majority of everything. And then for that, what it came out with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now the Queen of Pentacles, she's independent, she takes care of things, and she loves her home environment, and she's out with nature. And this is another earth sign energy. These both are Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. And she's just really not a creator, in touch with nature kind of person, and a homebody, and loves her home and loves beauty and loves things to be really pretty all the time. And in reverse, she's kind of not independent. She doesn't carry her fair share, I guess you would say. She is dependent more, and still likes the beauty and everything, but this one, she's independent, she provides it for herself. This one, she needs it to be provided for her. And so he sees it as a constant balancing act. And in the other deck, the 2 of Pentacles, it's got the loop. I can't even think what that word is right now. It's one of my favorite things, but whatever. The infinity symbol. And the whole world around him is just going crazy, like if there's a big earthquake or some waves and stuff in the background, and he's still balancing everything. And so it feels like everything's kind of chaotic, and he's taken on most of it. Okay, and so this is your best advice from the universe to make things improved, his mindset, to kind of change where he's going, because he's kind of, oh, you know what I never did? I'm sorry. I never even told you about his hopes. So we covered his fears, but not his hopes. So first I got the 7 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. And so I got the 5 of Cups first. And this is like crying over spilt milk, or crying over things that didn't work out. And you had the 2 cups behind him, but he's leaving them behind because he knows they're not what he wants. It's not as sweet as he thought it was going to be. Maybe the juice has gone bad. The wine has gone sour. And so then the 7 of Cups is choices. So it's about having options and different choices, and just hoping that you have more options and different things. So these are in his hopes. And so then I clarified the 5 of Cups, because I wanted to know for sure why is that a hope of his, to leave something behind. And then I got the 3 of Cups. And so that's it's just third party, or thinking of, it's a celebration card. And so I think right now, as I'm looking at it, I'm thinking he just wants to be happy. It's his hope that, his hope is that he can maybe not leave you behind, but this phase of your relationship, or the way things have been going, he wants to leave that behind and taste new cups, and you guys can be celebrating and happy together. I know that he doesn't want to be like, oh, I just want to move on and leave. Well, I don't know anything, but I don't feel that. And then the Seven of Cups is about options again. And the Wheel of Fortune is about new cycles. So this is what I got the Wheel of Fortune to clarify the Seven of Cups. And so why did he want different options and new options? And not all the options are good. It's when you realize like some of the options are kind of deceiving. So I feel like he feels maybe that some things weren't presented exactly like they were going to be, or he maybe thought that things would be different a little bit, but it's a new cycle, and he wants a new cycle. And that doesn't mean, once again, that he wants to be without you. He just wants things to change. He does want change, definitely, but he loves you, and he wants to go forward and have change with you, but he needs to have things different. So then we were back to, okay, so there were his fears and hopes, and then how he sees you, and now we're to your best advice from the universe. So the universe says, Page of Pentacles. And that's about, pages are about new, always newer, younger, fresher, just new beginnings, new starts. And the Pentacles, they represent your home life and your finances. And your advice is to start fresh, start new, reevaluate how you've done things in the past, and maybe contribute more into the finances. This seems a lot to be like he's stressed about finances, and so I'm thinking if you were to contribute in a different way to finances, in a steady way that he can trust and rely on, not in a way that comes and goes and, oh, I have this new, and I've done it for years too. When I was home, I wanted to stay home, and so I still do. And so I'm a realtor, so I can come and go as I like. I do this kind of thing with tarot cards so I can be home. But sometimes you just have to have like a steady source where you can count every week there's going to be this much, and you say you'll do it and do it, kind of thing. And I think that's what he's wanting, and this is your best advice from the universe. And then also you got the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, she is a lot like the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is super independent, and that's not necessarily with the Nine of Pentacles. She's happy and independent too, because like the Queen, she has her man still. She's not alone. And so when he sees you, he doesn't see you alone. Now your best advice from the universe is to go it alone, not in your relationship alone, but take on the responsibility. And Pentacles are about money. And so look at her, she's making her money, she's wearing her beautiful clothes, she's doing it all herself. And so they're telling you to just contribute financially more, something around the house more. I don't know if it's the home front or financial front, it's one of the two. He's wanting more from you that way. And it's really important to him. It's not just like, oh, I just want it. It's something that's like, just really change. If it doesn't happen, it will change his path. He doesn't want to change the path right now, and so it's his fear still. But if you don't, that's why he doesn't want to make a choice, because he wants you to do it so he doesn't have to make a choice. He doesn't want to have to force you to do something. He doesn't want to have to make another choice for a different path. He wants you to do it so he can just take his blindfold off, go on, and be happy with you. Okay, so for the final outcome, we got the Chariot. And the Chariot's about forward momentum and working together. These are two different polar opposite Sphinx. And there's no reins, there's no anything. It's her mind power, her willpower, her communication powers. They're going to work together and go forward with the reins, with the Chariot. The Chariot can't move unless they both go together. So, and the Chariot is momentum, forward momentum. There will be no forward momentum if you don't work together. So I clarified that from my other deck. I got the Chariot, same as that card. Forward momentum is needed, but it won't happen if you don't work together. You two are these. The universe is this right now. And if you two don't work together, the universe can't go forward. because this is the one that's leading the chariot. But with their mind, they all work together and go. So the universe wants you to work together. Make it fair and even. Okay, so then on your other last clarifier, or final result, we got judgment. So judgment is about being fair, and the judgment card is nothing to worry about unless you haven't been doing your share. Then things are going to be turned around where it's like if you don't do what you need to do, and I'm not saying you aren't, I'm just saying if you don't do your share, then judgment's never a fun card when it comes. It ends up hurting your heart or hurting your pride or hurting something because we weren't necessarily doing the right thing for everybody involved. We were just doing the right thing for us. And so I clarified that with the Fool. So the Fool's about new starts, fresh beginnings. So he wants to go forward with you. Because remember, this is his reading. He wants to go forward with you. He wants to work together with you. He wants the universe to make things right and fair and just. So you're doing what's right and he's doing what's right. So you both can be fair. So you can have this new start together and this new path and this new jump off that cliff together and know that you're going to land safely and you're going to have a new path. And that, you guys did that recently and made some life changes, and you should still continue on the new path, and you need to work together though for that to be where it's a path you both want to stay on. Otherwise, one of these little guys, one of these sphinxes there's no reins on them. There's nothing holding them there. They just stay there because they want to be. And so all they have to do is get up and walk away, and then the chariot can't even move. There's no more momentum. So your advice from the angels is forgiving and learning. I didn't look at this verse. As you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So there you go, forgiving and learning. Forgiving and learning. So you both can forgive and you both can learn and release. Like he wants to release, he wants to forgive, and he wants to move on. And he just wants to have more experience, more moments of love and continue the relationship. He loves you. He wants to keep you in his life and stay married to you and be happy. And so you need to just forgive and learn. And real quick, I'm almost done. I want to look at the bottom of the decks. I didn't look at them. Let's see. The Emperor, but these were not the first cards. So I'm going to look at this one first because I feel like whatever I was doing first, this one will follow up on it, whatever the second deck was. So we have on the bottom of the deck the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is going forward with your offer of love. And so that's awesome. So this is what is just the foundation of everything going on. So the love is still going to continue to move forward. Slow and steady with that. Not as slow as the Knight of Pentacles, but he's coming forward. And then the Emperor. So he's going to be in the Emperor energy, which would probably serve him right. The Emperor is just about setting the law and sticking to it, and he's going to have to feel like he needs to be a little bit stern to keep the love, keep the happiness coming, because he wants to keep it together. But he's going to have to set some rules, and these are what we need to do for us all to be happy, for us both, and for me to feel like I am in charge and living my life and not feeling like he's just doing it all for nothing. And then look at what's right underneath of that, the marriage, and then right underneath of that, another happy family. It's 10 of Cups, everything. So let him lead, and then what he says, let him. And I'm not saying let him dictate to you what to do, but know he has the best interest in mind for you guys. And this is Aries energy right here, and Aries is emperors are usually like lawyers, judges, bosses, people who their job is to be fair but stern. And so let him be fair and stern, but not stern, but you know what I'm saying. Let him dictate a little bit what's going to happen, so he feels like he's in control. All right, that's it. I hope that really helps you guys. And really it's just about just working together and doing what you say you'll do to help out. And it's hard, I know, because it's like, oh, it's so tempting not to. And I don't know, don't we all want to be home and just enjoy life? And I don't know that that's what you're doing. I'm just saying that's the feeling I'm feeling. So, all right there. Love you.